Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing more 4-color control where we are splashing in the Avengers this symbol to see if we can't find some good value with it and blow up some lands along the way. Other than that, we're playing pretty much the stock. We're playing one Northwind Avatar to have access to a full 15 grip sideboard for any kind of case scenario that we need. But with that, we're just going to go ahead and dive into the games, and I hope you all enjoyed them. My opponent goes first. Do with the sand. Maybe it's mono red. Doubt it, but definitely could be. Yeah, okay. Doubt's well justified. Let's go here. Holding up No More Lies while also looking to sear Grand. I don't reduce yet, really. Best part about No More Lies is it does exile the spell, so it doesn't actually fuel their graveyard quite as much as they might like. We will probably have to just set this in next turn regardless of what happens. Do I want to go for the pop here? A little part of me wants to. We're fine. Holding up the No More Lies for maybe... because we don't know exactly what version we're playing against. The lessons themselves, where they're playing tablets and stuff. We'll try to answer it on their end step, though. But if they try to go for a tablet, I'm definitely taking it, right? This feels like something I should fight for. I do weirdly have to shock this in because this doesn't make a red for the tablet. Against the deck that will play It'll Quench You, I do want to interact. It also lowers their spell count, so they could have gone to 3 lessons there in their graveyard and then Grand would have been turned online. But I know I'm missing value off this, but I think the accelerated mana base and while my opponent's shields are down, it is a requirement, although we did hit a very good card. Answer Grand now. Force them into a state of slower play, hopefully. Okay. That screams multiple accumulative wisdoms in hand. I've never read an accumulative wisdom that hard before. Like that is a play and a half. That's just in the graveyard. This does just mill. We have 2 for, well, they only have red and white, I guess. Here, and I have the mana for the Revelation already, so in this matchup, I want it to be... wish I would have found an Abrade, but... I guess we need a blue here. Yeah, we'll take this. Here. I can only do one side of it anyway, so it's not like I can really invest in the other. They will now have Revelation up. I'm still kind of mind blown about this play, but I wonder what they're holding up. I'm not gonna play into it. By casting a Consultaire allows them to interact with us. If they want to play the stair game, we'll play the stair game, I guess. I'm gonna wait for them to tap out for something. So I can force interaction with this consult, I guess. Then I can threaten like a No More Lies here. I won't kick it. Okay. Now they're trying to bait me into something. Could have not tapped this. Oh, well. I guess I accidentally picked. Oops. I was trying to just... explaining sometimes is annoying. All right, well, I now have flashback into Jeskai Revolution, so I don't have enough mana to threaten that, so we'll just wait. Although land's probably fine. That is okay. We might not have Revelation at all, and I could just be getting baited here. Now I know they don't have it for sure. We'll go for this. Want 2 of these. I have 3 steps like that? I didn't even realize. Could blow up a land of theirs, I guess. That is a idea. We have a land drop. 3 steps ahead. Maybe a second revelation would be good. I don't know. I'm going to maybe try to pop one of their lands. Because I find it funny. Oh, a tablet's pretty good. Don't play a land first, goofball. We need... do need this to stop being so weird on how it's tapping. Because this can't tap for 2 red here. I need as much mana diversity as I can have. Hopefully this doesn't hit a revelation. It does hit a land. Awesome. And a good one at that. With that, now I still have revelation up. My opponent so happens to blink. We'll pass. Although I'm kind of in the hold counterspell category. These can all resolve. Again, this could not be revelation. I could be just playing around nothing, but as the game goes on, I think we're fine. I've somehow also looked farther than them, and this is actually great for me. Now I get to resolve something like this, and I can just blow it up, I suppose. Or just something like this does take a land away from them. There's a basic out from them. That's 2 basics out. And they're... what seems to just be 3 color. Watch this. So they're just Jeskai lessons, seems. Remember that inevitable defeat is not able to answer this, by the way. I'll go for this. Select not to, probably. Another tablet. Interesting. Not fighting for counter spells here. Good tablet. Nice. Okay. Did I just go for this? I guess so. I have so much mana, it almost feels like I should go for everything, always. Takes a land away from them? A land away from them? Dude, somebody. That's probably worth fighting for, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta be careful on how it's gonna tap our mana. I guess I don't have no more lives up anyway here. Red, blue, white, red, white. I don't know if it matters, but verge, sundown pass. I guess the verges are worse in theory. Might have a land, but we're gonna force them to have one. Before they get their swamp and it blows me out, but they don't have many basics. I know that for a fact. Hugo shields down here. but next turn we're so active, and if they want to cast a Revelation, tap out here, sure. We don't really care regardless. This isn't a matchup where tapping out is the worst thing in the world, as you can see. We're going to take 4. We're going to get a free card draw here. We can play this down with ease, and we can just pop all their stuff anyway. We have our own Revelation, so it's fine. And I think we'll go into our turn with more action on the board than them. Like, look how much mana we just have available here. So we will target and target. Move one, bounce the other. They can kill both these to technically counter that, I guess, if they wanted to. We already played a land. I'm just not even going to play the tablet. Flashback into like a 3 steps ahead is a little bit better right now. They've already shown that they'll force the Revelation when I tap down a little bit. Stock-up's fine. You know, it's obviously very, very good. We only have so many counter spells we can exhaust here. Oh, Grand's fine. I think I'll just go ahead and try to answer Grand now. A little part of me wanted to wait till my turn because I wanted to get my prowess on my turn, but I don't really care about my creatures all too much. Go quench you. Well, we know that that's gone now. That's now in the graveyard. They have 1 card left with 5 mana. They have nothing left. Okay. Awesome. Great for us. They're full shields down now. Inevitable defeat. What a great rip to have here. Start off with a tablet. Could have maybe tapped this, but honestly, activating is pretty good. There we go. Take one of these away from you. Life totals are becoming a little more neutral here. We have plenty of mana to activate this to put a card in exile to play every turn. Now we've exhausted this game down to where we want it. They necessarily don't. Cumulative Wisdom is definitely a card of choice. No more lives is not enough here, so we have to do 3 steps ahead. Just tap this for 2. Flashback. Grab a 3 steps ahead. May play this card this turn. Okay, so it's not that good. Counter target spell, draw 2. And then discarded planes. So great haul, and then we got them exactly where we want them. We're going to inevitable defeat, take away 2 more of their mana, bring up a land to do that. Bring up land first, then inevitable defeat that. And then just pop Revelation to save everything else after. I guess I have the red available. So I should just play this down. One first, go here. And then I still have Helix available, which is obviously going to be muted. We're pretty volatile towards a card like this because it can always hold up a protection spell, and it makes it very, very hard to interact. I'm even so volatile towards these cards that it's very possible I go flashback and do it again. And enter tapped or big card go away. We'll just have a Hollowed Fountain or tap later in the game. Fine. Making something like flashback cost 1 more is going to be a little bit tougher. As you can see here, they're most likely holding that protection spell. And with a Seer Rip, we'll just get this land out of the way. Set up for our Consult. If they ever tap out to do something, that's when we fire off the Seer. Force them to protect, and then maybe we can flashback for it later. But obviously we're a little bit limited on our red right now, but next turn we'll exhaust that. Day of Judgment, stuff like that's obviously good. If they pay for this, we absolutely crush them, I think. But we'll see. They paying. They don't pay. So that, if you're wondering, like a little weird tip to just get better at the game, that is screaming that they have the one protection spell and that you should play around it. Do I want to... I will try to answer it on their end step and see if they let it go, because obviously we're going to be playing towards other stuff here. And if they tap down, then that puts them vulnerable to a board wipe. That's something they should consider. And they don't bother protecting that. They're protecting this. Another sign for us. We're just going to kind of milk it for as long as we can, because as long as they play patiently and passively, we can slowly get to our game plan that matters a lot more to us. Their game plan is early. This one is kind of a whatever card to me. It is good. It does draw them a card, but it's not something I'm really wanting to fight over in comparison to playing this Consult the Star charts to get better answers. Because again, it gives hexproof. It does not give... It's not give protection or indestructible. So we're perfectly fine with how this is happening. If they start missing lands and it's not a curved out hand, for example, if their hand had 3 lands in it, we'd be way better off. But if they just hit 1 land per card that they're playing, is pretty okay for a while. A tablet and a seer, so I can guarantee answer this. I have 1 more land, so I'm going to take tablet and I'm going to take seer. I can 1000% get their creature off the board now. It just depends how aggressive I want to be about it. If I go here, this gives me 2. I'll have 4 total mana. I can seer, flashback, can't do that. With 5 mana, I can answer everything. I can fight for it on their turn when they try to put a card onto it. Do have to be careful with how our mana is going to tap. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go for tablet this turn. But I do want to go on their turn whenever they try to put an aura on this or they pay mana into it. If they have 2 protection spells, then so be it. They've only left up 1 mana ever, so I haven't been really playing around that. For example, if they go for like a Shelter by Ghost here, they did miss a land last turn, which is our crucial information that they are stuck on 3. So we can just either take 3 damage or 4 damage and then try to answer it on this step. But here, this is where we fight for the card. And now they're going to try to protect it. Predicted all this. We knew exactly what we wanted to do this entire time. Go flashback. Grab the helix. We want the life here in this type of matchup. Especially because we got to take 1 here. And now we answered everything. They have no creature. They get no card draw. They are missing their land drops. Everything is going our direction now. We hit here. And a braid. Fair enough. And since they have nothing on board, we're totally going to exhaust our resources to find lands, find spells that matter. A braid is just milled over, so it's not like we lose it. That's the best part about this card right here, is that it is just a mill, so you never actually lose it. Here's a card. They might have another protection spell. They may not. They go for Shelter. This can't be countered, so this is actually perfect for us. If they tap out, thing is protected. Yeah, this is great. We'll tap out. We're going to see concession after I cast this card. Couldn't even have played the land. So, decline to pay. Yeah. There's not a whole lot they can do. But we'll take that. I think we played that really well. I think we played that the way we had to. And we come away with the win. Very cool. We have everything we want. Plus this active. Along with not active as well. So Steam ends down. The mirror. We'll see if they can answer this. Go here. Threaten a No More Lies. Huh. Oh, they're full black, or 4 color as well, not blue black. Jesus. I'll regain my mental eventually. Double blue. Gate. Okay. There you go. Grab your lanes. You don't need them. That was a bit aggressive from me, especially considering they slammed this off. Priest has a head would have been really solid there, but it's okay. Inevitable defeat, probably going to be the card we see here. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our tablet. So we get to respawn pretty much the same thing. Or we don't. Okay. Now we're in the same situation as we were last time, where we just kind of stall out the game. I have Revelation, which is something they have to be afraid of. Don't have it, but the idea that it could. Stall. Or you can just stop that. Oh, get rid of a day. I think our land drops matter so much here. Good tablet. That's fine. I haven't answered their tablet, so I feel a lot better about it. They hit a Day of Judgment, and they already played a land. So holding up, what, no more lives, maybe? Or another negate, but obviously we have a way around that. Pop this. Don't bother floating, because it didn't really matter. Pass. We're going to go for Consult, even though most likely it's going to get countered on their end step. We have to do it before they get something like Revelation online. I could flashback, try to counter, but again, they have the mana for that No More Lies / negate that they've been holding up the whole time. I could fight for this now, though. In case they don't have it. We're about to see the card. And lost. Predicting what they have the whole time. But this does put them shields down for us. We could honestly just flashback, blow this up. Already played a land. Let's. Sure, I need this right now. Flashback. Let's do a stock up. Salt. Allies don't really need more land trade now currently. I think it's worth to some extent to do. And which one do we want? Red, white. I mean, it's gotta be this. Plus, it's also a creature. Most likely have a basic, so they'll be fine. If I can affect their mana in ways, I gladly will. One black. That was the second one. That would make 3 red. It makes 3. Talking about Holy Fountain. Holding up another No More Lies. Should I fight for this? Probably. Oh, wow. Baited it open. That's why sometimes you just can't believe your opponent. Believing your opponent a lot of times can get you beat. Shock this in. Have anything there? So I'm just gonna go ahead and barrel this. Oh, my turn's a bit bad-ish. Another tablet's okay, but we're just gonna grab a lot of cards here. And I could go for stock up, but I already played a land. It's not really gonna help me progress much. Not as much as a Consult on their end step would. They could have a 3 steps ahead or a flashback in the counter spell. I have 3 to protect this, but again, just forcing cards out of their hand. Again, here might come a flashback negate, which takes their flashback away. Yeah. We lead right into a stock up. Pretty good. Starting to find our versions of stock up and stuff. Don't have another hard counter spell in there. They have No More Lies. They have a second flashback. Yeah, I'm just taking both of these. White, white. This. Keep up enough mana for No More Lies for pretty much the rest of the game now. Grab, but Fountain probably is best line. Thought about shocking to bring this up, which might have been the better play, but inevitable defeat finally for this. Oh, there's a good chance it's that or a braid because it is an artifact. There's something we obviously have to consider as well. Is the inevitable defeat? Sure. Might just barrel a helix at them here. A little bit mana efficient. See if they interact with it at all. I doubt that they will. Self-safe a little bit. Got multiple lands that matter. Yes. At some point we'll have a revelation off. So they have enough for flashback normalize here, I think. I think we could barrel for this. If they hard counter this, this would suck. Go ahead. Not a huge fan of letting this go, but could have made it uncounterable, I guess. Oh, they're just gonna hard pass on that. Thought maybe they would go for something else. We're okay with doing this though. Uncounterable. Here's pretty dead of a card here. We'll play this Verge. Do you think our plan now is to actually just bring up these lands pretty much every turn? Could also make our Revelation uncounterable, and then that's actually fine. We get this. Good land. Putting us a little shields down here, but I want to sear my other land to keep this alive. This starts it higher. Yeah. Oh, it's 1-0. I thought it was +1/+1. Oops. Yeah, that's a little tough. Yeah, that might cost me the game. For some reason, I keep thinking this is a +1/+1 because +1/0 just seems so weird. Come on, bring us up. Yeah, I think I punted. One right in the flashback into another one. Alright. Oh, consult. Going that because they're tapped out here. Makes sense. I think we can just get it with this, right? I can't believe I did that. Just like reading my card explains the card, you know? The 10, they're most likely going to find something to answer this. We just need... Somebody told me how to look at my sideboard, and I now don't remember. But I think... I have a land that can make any color, so I wasn't too worried about it. Rouse. Not prowess is instant sorcery. Dude, I suck. I suck so bad at this game. It's insane how bad I am. Holy cow. I am just throwing everything. I need to stop thinking this is prowess. And that's all I'm thinking of. That's all I'm thinking about is how it's prowess. And it's just literally throwing my game. Like, it just threw me there. I mean, I would probably play it anyway, I guess. Yeah, and now they're just catching up like crazy. Oh, outrageous robbery is probably pretty good here. Right. For 6. Kind of fine here, I think. Rather spend 2 to make this uncounterable. Although they could revelation me. Might be what they're doing here. Maybe I can punt into another seer. That'd be pretty sweet. Oh, they're going revelation down. Is 6 good enough? No, because wait, they have no blue. I should have cast in response. Crazy that they just that. Well, it looks like they're gonna give me the chance to just robbery them for a lot without even having to make this uncounterable. I have 1 mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll go all out. Like these cards. I can't imagine a world where I get removed from the game here. Organize their million lands. I didn't get a lot of cards, to be fair. They also can't see these. They have 11 cards left, so a card like Flashback could just win. Which is weird. Think about it that way. Other than punting this game away, I think it's going fine. But I can't play perfect every time, even though I wish I could. Obviously, I try. But every time they resolve something like this, it's just better for us, right? Now they're at 10 cards. They have a land that matters, a creature that matters, a road, destroy target creature, planeswalker, search for land. Yeah, we can kind of isolate some stuff out like that. Or that card just does it. They have Revelation available. We do have to remember anytime they Revelation here, that card's going to go back to their hand. So we definitely just want to... I don't even care to make it uncounterable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, they actually don't have enough to pay for no wise. Especially if they make it... Well, they could make it uncounterable, I guess. But if they resolve a Revelation, get the inevitable defeat back, do I really care that much? Not sure. Let's play Stormcart Ghost. I also feel like just waiting is the better play here. Why would I overextend into this? Make the Revelation worse by making them draw. If they just barrel it, then great for us, right? We answered their land, they played another one, sure, we have an answer to that. Cast their adult star charts here. Deal. We could make them draw. Feels like Revelation, probably. Could go for it, but we'll go for inevitable defeat here. It's uncounterable, it's not to pay anything. turn. A lot of lands coming through. Play this. Need that. We have a little too many lands right now. Now we're just passing. I had my opponent cooked so long. That isn't exactly enough for Revelation, funnily enough, but it would have not gone well. Oh, lands. They have 8 cards. They plan another one. Funnily enough, we're perfectly okay if this gets interacted with. I guess I can't force him to draw with this. I think about it. What are we gonna get here? Didn't make it uncounterable. Goes back in hand, I get dealt 4. I could just barrel this normalized to make them pay for it. I could also just activate this. Honestly, yeah, it's great. Works out all this length. How many more cards does this guy need? I don't want to keep using these, but I do have to pay for the in terms of my life total. Do I know my rest? Oh, I have a flashback coming up. That's pretty good. I can hand 4 damage. And 4 damage. Peace. That's good. Look if they've used all the revelations or if we've seen them all. I've only seen 2. I didn't hit any. So there could be a weird amount here at the bottom from a consult earlier on in the game or a stock up early on in the game that they're just now hitting them. 14 to 5. That tablet's fine with me. Road. Well, thankfully I drew my basic. I don't think I have anything. We have basically nothing left. So that's important. We were looking just to ensure that we had nothing left after my couple of punts, but right now we actually don't care about this. We care about our life total. Go here, bounce. Reason why is because we're actually playing to do flashback into the card. Why we're fighting over this, and we want to be able to hold up and normalize. Left. They do revelation. They have 2 cards left. I'll force them to pay for this because they have exactly. If they tap out, we 100%. Right, so. And we can obviously do this in a way that we ensure it. We'll play their Mistrized Village, so I just have to hand it back to them. Okay. Any color, by the way. Just and then we go flashback and bring about a robbery, and then we just so yeah. Other than me punting that game away, thankfully we crawled back and got it. I think after I punted, I think there was a play or 2 after, like a turn or 2 after, that they end up punting and let me back in. That's the situation you're in. Sometimes you punt that away to like a really good player, you're gonna get super punished for it. But bad mindset of me thinking this has prowess. It's just an easy way for my brain to categorize something because that's how our brains work. And just putting this as a prowess actually messed me up so bad because it's only instant and sorceries, so my tablet doesn't trigger it. So Seer didn't save it, and just multiple punts back to back when I just didn't have to, and we would have won the game way earlier. But a little of it's about recovering and playing the rest of the game out and not getting too upset. So we'll take it. All right, so here we are with the deck after it's all said and done, and after that horrendous game 3 play by me. It's so tough because I felt like in game 2 we were really breaking down what our opponent was doing and playing it pretty teed up, right? And then immediately there in that game, about 13-14 minutes into it, we punt it away pretty much and then recover. So it's a bit tough, but I think that just shows strength of the deck that you are allowed to make a mistake or times. Obviously you'll get punished a lot more often than you won't when you're playing against a high level player. And maybe my opponent, I say that, but maybe my opponent's hand just had nothing to do. That was about all they felt they could do, because that sometimes happens too. What from your side might look like a mistake is maybe not a mistake for them. Maybe they used all their counter spells and their flashbacks, and they were like, I have no more counter spells. Sitting here waiting is helping my opponent. So there's obviously two sides of the same coin. It just depends what side you're looking at it, right? But with that, this deck's super sweet. I think these make a lot of sense. They're good board vibes, and you can also just, in that example right there against control, it actually caused the counter spell to come out early, which helped lead the way for something else. So that's pretty good, right? When your opponent feels obligated to interact with you right away on a card like this, it's just going to pop on their lands because they're not playing very many basics, and they have to be scared of that. Just get to open up into it. But obviously maybe that was even a bit aggressive because then they led into a stock up, which was from them, so they just used their mana efficiently. But we were able to use it later, and that was fine. And then we also used it to wipe the board and then blow up a land as well, and after a revelation was solved. Overall, this deck's just really good. You kind of have to be playing black for this, but we're allowed to just splash it so easily that it doesn't quite matter with the mana base. Obviously it's a bit tough on the rare wild cards, but it just is. You could play Jeskai and kind of run it that way, just cut these if you really don't want to add that many more rares, and you just have the Jeskai mana base because the Jeskai deck. But if you just have these great hauls, you might just be able to try to play these. Be careful in the fact that it's going to be really hard, and maybe play more passages to make it a black mana for free if you have them. But other than that, it ran really well. I enjoyed it. And in best of one, I'd probably change this up. Obviously, we don't need doubles of everything. This is kind of what the goldfish list was that did well in the challenge. In a game where you're only playing like one of these and no way to really flicker it or bring it back, you just really want to be playing one of literally everything. Have 15 bullet cards for the matchup, or any matchup in general. For example, how good this card was incredible. But having a rest in peace in there, even though it hurts a flashback, but if we're against graveyard decks, I don't care about my graveyard if they can't do anything with theirs. So this is a weird thing. But with that said, I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.